Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Colorado Buffaloes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Buffaloes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. On first down. Hauls it in.
Oh, he a quick old nigga. He's trash.
He'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just...
Our line is so trash. Make the block, bro.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Cuts it upfield. It's Cobb. Defense all over him.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have something.
Gashes the heart of the knee. Running inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Number 92, set to kick off.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Uh-oh, look out. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Underwood to throw. Left side, it's Danzy. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Oh, pressure's coming. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
I couldn't click on my guy.
Time with the extra point.
Cheating ass
The extra
nigga.
point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropping back, it's Kincaid. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Odom. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you on.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Under pressure. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. Sails one into the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome
wide open spaces. Touchdown, Hokies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Underwood. Lets it fly. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Buffaloes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Finds a crease, it's Young. Only able to pick up a yard, it'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. He breaks a tackle. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. Could be an out. Touchdown, Buffs!
Sitting there waiting for it. That should be an interception. She's stupid.
Early in this football game, I'm open. Get it.
Sitting there waiting for it.
2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
That's stupid.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Dropping back, it's Kincaid. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're still early in this ballgame, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still...
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
I thought my receiver should be able to go up and get it. I guess not.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Play action with Underwood. Buys time to his left. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field, making the adjustment on the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Thurman. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drive.
Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my...
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion.
There he goes. Past the 30. 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Hits inside. It's Young. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points.
Gonna take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
By Virginia Tech. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
What?
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Moves the pocket. It's Kincaid. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice time.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance.
Why is somebody coming free? Why is somebody coming free?
Nigga.
Point
of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
And the RPO got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Young. And he could not get loose on the run. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's loose on the right. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's brought down at the... team would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here's Simmons to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit as he throws. Just had to get rid of it.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
From the gun, it's Young. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry?
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Left side is Thurman. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Simmons to the air again. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Fires to the middle, and the throw down the gut falls to the grass. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Using his feet, he gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Sets his feet. It's Kincaid. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run.
Oh, my God.
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide left, it's Odom. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hokies.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires immediately. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
They won't let me jump, man.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out.
Are you fucking kidding me? I can't call a play.
Number 93, set to kick it away.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Direct snap. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 17 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Buckeyes. Looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first down.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
A first down run on the doorstep.
Where are you going, Zero? Get out the way.
Running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Left side is Cobb. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Underwood escapes the pressure going right. Upstairs, he's got it. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throwing, Underwood. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for space, it's Cobb. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Coleman. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Kincaid. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Hokies! And the route is on.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take a catch.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out across the 30
Try to
and
do that a
out
little
of
bit more.
bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You took the wrong guy, boy.
Game statistically, this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches
makes a grab and room to run. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Young. Oh, he's got some space. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team.
Why can't I control him? How the fuck the game be doing that shit? I can't stand when the game does shit like that.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives.
Stop taking the blitzing, guy.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Drives inside. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They made him jump over.
With a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff, it's Young. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Quick give. It's Coleman. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Hey, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. On play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
And he throws another interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Kincaid. Out wide left, it's Cobb. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. And the Hokies are threatening in the red zone. tough run here. It's Cobb. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
There's some room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game with his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Long way to go on second down. Underwood. Going over the top. Goes high to pull it in. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a little space. He's got the first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throwing, Underwood. Comes down, it's Thomas. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He's going to change things up against his defensive look. Drops back. It's Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do.
this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.